Anthony Hartwig, Ty Bartell here with the Fitch softball player profile. We are joined by Ayla Ray. Ayla, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Ayla, I mean, adding to the memorable season on Wednesday, too, you guys get another victory. So I'm sure there's a lot of high points to this season. And what I usually like to do with our student athletes is usually just ask them about the season experience from their perspective. So go over some of the high points, some of the fun times you've had this season, and what is the best part of the season so far?
This season has just been great. The chemistry our team has is just so good, and all of our hard work that we've been working on has paid off, and the wins are coming out of it. So.
And you talk about the hard work that you guys have put in. Obviously, that comes with the goals that you guys set at the start of the season. What were some of those team goals you set? And now that we're venturing towards the end, how do you think the team really effectively handled those goals and achieved the goals that you set at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, we had a team goal of winning the AAC again, and then we had a team goal of getting back to where we left off last year, which we also got to that goal and even farther. So the hard work has just been great, pushing us forward.
I want to go back to this game Wednesday. Ant and I got to be on the call, and you made a couple of some highlight reel plays defensively at short. How much pride do you take in your defense at that position, and how much work goes into you being able to make those kind of plays?
I work very hard to play the position that I play. I always want to have my pitchers back, so when a ball gets in the play, I know I have to make the play.
A couple of times this season, you've made throws from deep in the 5-6 hole across the diamond. That those take a lot of confidence to make. How much confidence do you have in your defense in knowing that you can make that throw in a big situation?
Yeah, I know I have Maddie Taylor. If my throw isn't on point, I know I have Maddie Taylor at first that's going to be there to help me out.
I mean, you look at the team you were able to be a part of last year too, and you got some playing time as a freshman last year with the names that were on it. What are some of the biggest things you've learned transitioning from last year with that senior pitcher in Lydia Spalding there to now with the freshman Sydney Watts?
Just always have faith in your pitcher. Know that they can do their job, and if they make a little mistake or anything, that you need to have their back.
What is some of the biggest things that you've learned about yourself through the course of this year now that you've become a mainstay and a pin in this varsity lineup?
I've learned that I need to, I'm better at hitting the pitches. I know how to hit every pitch now, and no pitcher can, stop me from hitting the ball. And I know that, my defense has my back.
It's only like a handful of strikeouts, I think, that you have even on this season. You protect the plate so extraordinarily well. What kind of work goes into your batting, and how much time do you spend in outside of games working on your at bat, working on your swing, and being able to really protect the plate as well as you do?
Yeah, it's every day, either at practice, hitting into a net, or hitting lessons with my hitting coach. Just always knowing I have to have the perfect swing to make it happen.
You have something that a lot of young softball players don't, which is a fantastic two-strike approach. You take your swings with one strike and no strikes, but then you kind of shorten up your swing with two. When did you kind of figure that out? Figure out that you had to have a good two-strike approach, and when did it kind of lock in? To Ty's credit, he said you don't have a lot of strikeouts. That's one of the big reasons why.
Yeah, I just know when I have two strikes on me that I know I have to try to at least put it in play, because I know if I put it in play, then I have a chance of getting on and helping my team out. So I just know I have to see the ball in and just go with it.
I want you to take me inside this locker room ahead of this game coming up on Friday. You got to be a part of this team last year in that district defeat to North Canton Hoover, and I think I would be remiss to say that this is the team. This North Canton Hoover team is. It feels like the one that everyone on that team wanted, and they wanted to see at the other end of this. What is the motivation going into this regional final game, and knowing that you guys are one win away from going to state?
Yeah, we're pumped. We're ready. We want to get our revenge on Hoover from last year, so we're all excited. We're going to put in the work, and we're going to hope to come out on top.
We have to ask you about Steve Ward, our YSN Coach of the Year, and what it's like being under him and what kind of things he's taught you, not just as a softball player, but outside of softball as well.
Coach Ward has been amazing. He's so positive, and he's always checking in on you. And I've just learned to always stay positive with everything you do and be a better person than player.
I know the paddles have been a mainstay too, but for anyone that doesn't know, you got to tell me the story of these ducks that I keep seeing in the dugout too. What are the story of these ducks that are all dressed up?
So we went in Myrtle. We went out to Dave and Buster's, and there was a duck claw machine, and all of our seniors were huddled around the duck machine, getting ducks the whole entire time we were at Dave and Buster's. And so now every time, Caitlin and Coach Ward bring their ducks every time to the games, and we all have like a couple of ducks from that claw machine in Myrtle.
I think the important question is, are you guys starting to name the ducks? Does every duck have its own little name?
No, I don't think the ducks have a name. I just know Caitlin loves making her duck make her fast.
What is do you have a duck, and if so, what is your duck all dressed up in?
I did bring one of my ducks from the game. It was the Flash. It's dressed up as a Flash.
Right, I've seen the Flash. It's on point. It's perfect.
When you look at some of the things that this team is about and the personality of this team off the field, talk about what it's like to kind of grow your relationships with these girls and to build the team chemistry and how strong you think the chemistry is on this team.
Yeah, our team, we're just all so positive, and we love to have fun with each other. We like to mess around every once in a while, but we put in the work, and we just love to hang out with each other.
Anthony brought up the personalities, and there's so many great personalities on this team, so many unique personalities as well. What's one of the goofiest things that your teammates have done? You could shout them out, kind of throw them under the bus. What's one of the goofiest things that they've done this year that's really gotten you cracked up?
Oh, that's a hard one. Probably that's a hard one. I don't know. So everyone's just so crazy. We actually have Sydney. Sydney's downstairs, actually. And before this interview, we have our mascot costume, and Sydney's hopping in the mascot costume, getting all dressed up, and she just looks crazy in it.
That's awesome. What about you? What's the craziest thing you've ever done on the softball field with this team? I mean, I'm sure you have your silly moments too.
Silly, probably in the dugouts, like just singing random songs, yelling random stuff. We like to jump off the wall of the dugout, like, and pretend we're doing flips.
She helps pump up this team a lot, Ant, too. I mean, it's her walk-up song that really just starts the tempo for this team and really helps them get going too. And you talk about it, and you talk about this personality of this team and all the seniors, but on this team too, there's great senior leadership, but there's a lot of young players. You being one of the underclassmen on this team, what can you say from the talent level you've seen from younger girls in the area, and how big of a sport softball has become over the years?
Yeah, softball has just it keeps improving every time. Like, our underclassmen that we are having come up this year have been so amazing, and it's just going to continue because we have girls that are putting in such hard work and are ready to come up and face the high level quality of softball.
And we learned really quick how big the softball community is. You're able to build relationships outside of your high school team in summer. I want to know, who's the best friend that you have in the softball world that doesn't wear a Fitch uniform?
My friend Callie Legsden, she goes to Beaver Falls in Pennsylvania, and I played with her the last 2 years, and she's amazing. I just love her. She's so funny, goofy, and I just love hanging out with her.
Your career has been comprised of plenty of hits, whether that be with the summer ball with her or with Fitch too already. But in that, there's been a lot of highlights, I'm sure, too, in those games. What are some of the best games you remember being a part of, or best moments in a softball game that you remember? Shout out some of your personal memories and highlights.
So my Poland inside the park home run to get us on the board against Poland. I hit a grand slam, and then after I hit my grand slam, I hit another home run in the same game. So that was pretty cool.
I was told, or are you done? I'm sorry, if you still have more.
No, you're good. I'm good.
I was told after the game on Tuesday that you hit a home run off of Sydney Watson practice. Is this true? Can we confirm this?
Yes, I did hit inside the park home run, but still counts.
Still counts.
Still counts.
Is there a little bit of jest going on between you and Sid now, as you could say I'm one of the only ones in the area that could time you up?
Yeah, I mean, she might have to watch her back.
How much does going up against not real talk going up against her in live and practice help you face every pitcher that you have in your regular season schedule?
Yeah, it helps a lot because Sydney has the speed, she has the movement, she has the location. So it's like she's a really hard pitcher to hit, and the fact that I was able to hit her is just knows that I've been working hard.
You guys are looking to get a lot of support Friday, and I mean, heck, it's right down the street from you too at YSU. I want to also give you that kind of opportunity to call out any of the Austintown community that's on the fence about going to this game, about why you need them in YSU Friday.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. We're going to have great competition. We're going to come out ready to play, and the support is just going to be very much needed. So please come out.
Through this interview, we've gotten to know you a little bit off the field. We've asked some random questions, but I do want to hit you with some rapid fire ones to kind of get to know you a little bit more off the field. Who's your favorite superhero?
Favorite superhero? Probably Superman.
All right, that goes into the next one. Who's your real life hero?
Real life hero? Probably my dad. He's just pushed me so much to get me to where I am right now.
Who's your favorite professional athlete?
Jason Tatum from the Celtics.
All right. What sport do you kind of take the most from as far as life lessons?
Definitely softball with Coach Board.
What is your favorite thing to do outside of sports?
Probably just hanging out with my friends outside the sports.
What's the go-to hangout for Fitch softball after a game?
Go-to hangout? Probably Allison Foley's house.
What's your guilty pleasure dessert?
Ooh. Probably brownies.
Now, are we talking like the chocolate chip filled brownies, normal brownies, iced brownies? We got to be a little bit specific here.
My mom makes brownies and she puts Oreos inside, so those are really good.
Nuts.
I need to get some Tatum Ray Oreo.
Yeah, like let's go.
I'll have to bring them Friday.
Yeah, bring them Friday. Ty will have them, and YSN loves bribery with food. You know, that's one of the things that gets you going. Before we let you go, I want to give you the chance to kind of thank your support system, the people that are always there for you throughout the years.
I'd like to thank my parents for pushing me and taking me to where I am. I'd like to thank my friends for always supporting me, my sisters for always coming to my games, and my grandpa for coming out to all my games when he can.
Ayla, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate the time. We wish you the best of luck in your regional final, and we look forward to talking to you again real soon.
Thank you.